After 46 games and a playoff semi-final, it comes down to today for Dulwich Hamlet and Hendon as they seek a National League South spot for the first time in their respective histories. Since 2011, Dulwich have lost playoff finals to Leatherhead, East Thurrock and Bognor Regis twice, but today's game is the first final under Gavin Rose to have been at home. An Ashley Carew moment of magic was enough to settle Thursday's semi with Leiston, and Rose brings in Anthony Achimpong and Nathan Ferguson today. Ricky Hales has passed the fitness test to captain the side. Hendon have also experienced heartbreak in the playoff final as they controversially lost to Margate in 2015. They produced a scintillating first half display against Folkestone on Thursday as a goal from each of their front four led them to a comfortable win. Luke Tingey replaces James Hammond in the sole change. So can the Hamlet finally end their playoff hoodoo, or will Hendon spoil the fairy tale ending to a difficult season for the hosts?
Anthony Achimpong, number 7, Norman Clunis, number 8, Ashley Carew, number 9, Reece Alasani, number 10, Gavin Tomlin, and number 11, Nathan Green, and again Charles, number 12, Sanchez Mead, number 14, Kenny Bailey, number 15, Mark Weatherstone, number 16, Emilio Lamarca, and number 17, Nico Akinyemi. The referee is lead skipper, his assistant is Thomas Baines and Oliver Cross, and the fourth official is Matthew Russell. Okay, before this afternoon's game, we will have a 1-minute applause for Pete Butcher. Pete Butcher has been known for years in Essex football particularly, and Gosling League football. He was a familiar figure around the grounds of Essex and beyond, so we'll be having a 1-minute applause on the referee's whistle, so please be upstanding at that stage. Thanks to our sponsors for Copper 90, the Chamber Family, Scratch Crusader, Tilbury the Friends of Dulwich Hamlet, Unison, Joseph Decorating, Ruby Knight, and Edward Hampton MBE. And thank you to all of those for their sponsorship of this afternoon's game. Also, please, people standing at the back of the main stand, please take a seat, you will be moved on very shortly. So for now, please be upstanding in a moment for 1 minute's applause for Pete Butcher, who passed the ball recently, well known around the grounds of Essex and around the Gosling Football League, and he was South Austerity from Church where he was mainly involved. So please be upstanding and celebrate his contribution to football at this level.
The stage is set then. It's a sweltering day here in South London. Two sides that have lost the last 3 playoff finals at this level between them. One of them is going to right a few wrongs today. Will it be Dulwich in pink and blue, or will it be Hendon in green? Two sides had fantastic seasons, second against third. Two sides who had different wins, styles of wins on Thursday to get to this stage. It was a nervy night here for Dulwich. Hendon had a comprehensive win against Folkestone. Dulwich on the attack early on. Here's Reece Alassani. Dulwich needs to begin quickly against a strong Hendon team. Clunas try and bring this down, won't manage it. An early ball into the box at least for Dulwich. Dulwich with two changes. We thought Ricky Hales might be struggling to play today. He captains the side. Weatherstone and Beanie have dropped to the bench. In come Achimpong and Nathan Ferguson in midfield. Hendon replaced Tingy for Hammond. Lovelock restarting the play. Cargwell will tussle, wearing the unfamiliar number 2 shirt. Carew scored 2 at Silver Jubilee Park when they met in November. That was the last game between the sides. Dulwich just about escaped with a 3-3 draw. Hendon have the better record between the sides this season. Here goes Nathan Green. As he got away from Tingy here, back onto his right foot. Early cross in towards Tomlin, over Tomlin. And it's just nodded back by Ollie Sprague to his goalkeeper. Hendon very much a settled team, just like Dulwich, and their front four of Walker, Joseph, Muir and Nathaniel George will prove to be a difficult quartet to face for Dulwich today, I'm sure. Cargbo, Tussum and Muir, Nicker Muir helps it on. Here is Zach Joseph. On the outside is Nathaniel George. No foul there. Hendon fans want a penalty. Here's a corner. He's lit to win that. Achimpong stood his ground. He's a strong lad, Achimpong. And Nathaniel George went to ground too easily, says the referee, although Achimpong doesn't feel it should be a corner. Sort of start they would have wanted though, Hendon. Set piece. Maybe get their first chance of the game. It's going to be Joseph to deliver. Towards Nippo as it goes. It's flicked away by Ashley Carew. Dulwich deal with the first ball. Arthur Lee will let it go for a throw-in. I think we might have a long throw from Tingy coming up. Hendon, if I remember correctly, do have some players in their lineup who can produce the long throw. You can see they've got 5 green shirts in the penalty area. And it comes. Carew gets his head on that, but miscues his head, he'd say. It's another corner. Under no pressure, Ashley Carew should have done better there. It's going to be Sprague to come across and take this one. So Hendon will stay camped out in this penalty area, trying to block off the run of Tangara. There's a lot of players in the 6-yard box. 5 on the goal line, there or thereabouts. Sprague centres. Free header. No one had picked up the run of Josh Walker, who scored the winner against Dulwich back in September. The questions asked amongst the Dulwich defenders there, who was meant to be picking up the number 7. Walker, thankfully for the hosts, couldn't test Tangara. There was confusion in the defence. It's actually been a method of how Dulwich have scored a lot of their goals since the start of April. Set pieces. Green helps that on to Gavin Tomlin. Waiting for runners now. Here's the experienced striker. This won't faze him today. Green. Can't work room for a cross, so uses Tomlin inside for Carew. Match winner in midweek. Dulwich not got into their stride yet, and they can't afford that against a strong Hendon side. Walker. And actually signed for Hendon on the day that Dulwich played them in September, scored in the, I think, 93rd minute. A lovely bending shot across Preston Edwards that was. And Hendon will feel very unlucky they didn't win the return game at Silver Jubilee Park. Dulwich were 3-1 down with 8 minutes to go. Carew scored his second of the night from the penalty spot, and then a 95th minute equaliser from Ricky Hales, giving them a point. Lovelock will be chased down by Alassani. On his weaker foot, it sails out for a throw. Partisan crowd behind him say what an attendance it is. Sea of colour all around the K&K. Big day for both these football clubs. Achimpong finds Tomlin with the throw. He uses his body well. That's what he brings to the side, Tomlin. Carew. Clunis just hesitated. And after that, the challenge was made by Lee. Dulwich will have a throw in a good position. Clunis maybe didn't expect the ball to come his way, and that just allowed the touch from Arthur Lee. Lee and Bray play pretty much every game between them this season in the heart of the Hendon defence. Clunis. Achimpong has time on the ball, can cross. It's too deep for Green. Needed a bit more finesse on that cross. Decent start to proceedings in the first 6 minutes. It's going to be roasting for the players today. Temperatures in the mid-20s, maybe hotter than that now. Long throw. Chambers should hook clear, he does. This will trouble the defender. Alasani got away from Bray, but the ball was bouncing away from him, and it's easy for Lovelock in the end. Left Bray behind. Chambers and Cargill went for the same ball. Dulwich get it forward though. Tomlin, cushion little header for Carew. Nathan Ferguson preferred to Beanie in the lineup today. The Dulwich captain, Green. Interestingly on the bench as well for Dulwich today. DeMarco replaced Farl. That's a lovely ball. Up to the side by Clunis. Dulwich will have a throw in. Achimpong looking for Tomlin again. This time he can't get a touch on the ball. Achimpong back in possession for the Hamlet. Loose pass. Daniel George dispossessed by Achimpong. Here's Clunis, and you hear every time Dulwich starts to go forward, the crowd expects a bit of juggling. I thought there might have been a handball in there. Referee wouldn't have seen that. Long by Sprague. Hales, this will test his head injury. Ferguson out-muscled easily by McLaren. Cargbo going in with Joseph. Another handball in there. McLaren again wins the battle with Ferguson. Cargbo, good tackle. Was caught. Dulwich free kick just inside their half. Excellent noise. There was a brilliant atmosphere on Thursday night, and again today, even bigger. Sprague brings that down, and now he'll get away from Clunis, and someone needs to come across to slow him up. It's Carew who obliges. Sprague inside over Muir. Chambers heads away. There was a man over the back. Chambers volleys that away. Spin towards him as well. It's a really bouncy surface here. It might actually suit Hendon. They play on a 3G pitch, and that has a really high bounce at Silver Jubilee Park. Dulwich were trying to sprinkle the pitch before the game. No moisture in it. Here's Muir. 40 goals for him this season. In by Walker. Daniel George arriving. Clunis may well have got a little toe on that. Danger not gone though. Casey McLaren. Blocked off. Here goes Clunis. Tomlin trying to play around the corner. It's deflected nicely from Ferguson. Clunis has got space. He can play him in. Yes, he can. Clunis. Oh, wrong option, is it? Alasani, good save by Lovelock. Thought the chance might have gone when Clunis didn't go for goal himself. Alasani made a chance out of it, and it stings the palms of the goalkeeper. Clunis, 20 goals this season, tried to tee up his teammate. Wonder if he could have taken a touch and gone for goal himself. Alasani does force the save from Lovelock. Not a bad effort for Alasani. It was on his weaker side as well, and the angle was working against him, if anything. Great vision from Nathan Ferguson to play him through, similar to the pass he played at Folkestone a couple of weeks ago. Achimpong takes a touch, goes long to no one in particular. Sprague has got time to control. down the line. Joseph and Acheampong going toe-to-toe. McLaren. It's gone for Hales. Away by Lee at the other end. Dulwich throw. Acheampong again looking for Tomlin with the throw. Good first touch, not the best second though. Better ball control than that, and that's wasteful from Sprague. So many goals in this Hendon side this season. Front four have got at least 15, 40 for Muir, 18 for Joseph, 17 for Walker and 16 for Nathaniel George. Dulwich will have to be at their best defensively today. They all scored in Thursday's win. Good little flick from Ferguson out to Green. Can he hold off Jake Eggleton here? Yes, he can. Ashley Crew inside for him. See the bobble on the pitch there as he gets away from McLaren and back out wide for Green. Has to control via his knee. Alassani now. Been lively so far. Back wide for Green. And the roar from the rabble. Green coming inside towards the penalty area. Can he get back onto his left foot? He can. Nice crosses charged down. Dulwich will have their first corner of the game. Well blocked by Tingy. Wouldn't let Green get away from him. This is where, since the start of April, Dulwich have been very dangerous from set pieces, free kicks, corners. Carew scored a free kick on Thursday, which booked their place in today's game. We'll have Acheampong, Hales and Chambers all forwards. Three giants in there. Nathan Green so good in the air as well. Tomlin and Alassani on the goal line. Carew delivers. Hales tries to get in. There was a push in there. Referee's blown up. Dean Skipper, the man in the middle today. A bit of grappling involved. Free kick then for the Greens. Acheampong second best in the air there. Clunis gets a little toe on that. Has to be a throw in. Actually, Nathaniel George will leave it for Ollie Sprague on loan for the season from Billericay. Was part of the side which lost in the playoff final in 2015, had an excellent season that year. Been looked at by Football League clubs. Dave Deege on the bench, Casey McLaren who starts. They were also involved that day, as was Sam Murphy. A lot of these Dulwich boys were involved last season, in particular against Bognut. A lot of heartache memories for both sets of players from playoff finals over the last few years. Good challenge by Carew. Not a great clearance. Dulwich needed more there. Sprague, first time pass, picked up by Cargbo. He was in his usual excellent form in midweek, and that's a good clearance as well. Scored the consolation in the final last year, did Cargbo, down on the south coast. Tomlin and Alassani have been busy so far. Didn't think Tomlin was at his best on Thursday, but in the first half anyway. Second half he came into his own, held the ball up well. A lot of fans reckoned Akinyemi might start today. Tomlin, though, you can see why he's been given the nod. Acheampong inside to Carew. That's a good first time ball. Alassani, little flick. Tomlin. Shouts of handball. It's deflected nicely for Ferguson. Coming away from Casey McLaren as well. Come a long way with the ball, Nathan Ferguson. Tingy, though, stands his ground. And then he's bundled over by Ferguson. Good break from midfield, though. He came in for Beanie today. It's a good case that if Carew, Cargbo and Beanie will play together, there's not maybe enough pace in the midfield. Ferguson certainly provides that. Not quite as consistent, though, with his passing as Beanie might be. Beanie on the bench with Weatherstone, Ming, DeMarco and Akinyemi today for Dulwich. Acheampong brings it down. Chambers has put his clearance against the Hendon striker Joseph, up in the air by Green. And he beats Walker to the ball, not for long though. Green relish that battle with Walker today. 15 gone, 0-0. Walker's headed over from a corner for Hendon. Alassani has had one straight at the goalkeeper at the other end. Muir, 2 goals against Dulwich earlier in the campaign. 2 of his 40 this year. Joseph gets it back as the striker. I'm going to float it out to this near side. Clunis controls. Flicked off his shoulder, did it? No. Referee's given a handball. I thought it might have been his shoulder. The referee's missed a few handballs that Dulwich could have profited from so far. That one he has seen. I think it was off his shoulder. Anyway, Hendon have a good position for this free kick. It's going to be swung in by Zach Joseph. It's not a good ball. Blocked by Carew and headed away by Green. Ferguson back towards Nathan Green. They've done that well, Dulwich. Green trying to release Alassani. It's a lovely pass, and Alassani has broken down to the left channel. Can he find a cross now? Alassani onto his right foot. Still Alassani. Chance for him. Alassani blocked by the defender. Won't deflect to a Dulwich man. Just lacked the pace in the shot more than anything. Amazing little run from Reece Alassani. He looks really up for this today. Here's Green. Slowing up, a couple of step overs. Good challenge. McLaren, man with a lot of experience, more than 300 games for Hendon. Ambitious pass, too long for Clunis. Sprague down the line. Yeah, was that pushing the back? No. Ferguson pulled his arms away. There was contact initially, but not enough to warrant a free kick being awarded. Hatchimpong looked for Alassani. Off balance. Hatchimpong has had a good start to the game as well. Clunis brings it down into Tomlin. Trying the return pass. It wouldn't have reached Clunis in any case. Clunis had made a run inside. Tomlin wasn't aware. Has he beaten Sprague here? Devin Tomlin. Yes, he has. Good strength, good work rate. And then he's side down Ollie Sprague. And that's not a nice challenge. That's a bit of nasty work by Sprague. Went in down the back of Tomlin's leg, it looked like. Referee is going to have a word with his assistant. No, who is he? He's a bit fortunate to not have more than a telling off there, perhaps, Sprague. A lot of boos around the ground. Sprague might be a lucky boy there. Anyway, Dulwich just turned to have a free kick from wide. Excellent work from Tomlin to win the free kick. So much of Dulwich's good work in the last few weeks has come from that right boot of his. Is there another one in the locker for him? Towards the near post. It's away. And back out to Carew. On the ball for long. Nathaniel George nicked it off him. The assistant referee was well positioned. The whole ball hadn't gone out. Carew blocks that attempted clearance. Nathan Green's popped up on the right-hand side of the field. Away from one, not away from the second. Muir has it off Green. Good block by Clunis. Really important block by Clunis. Muir. Good challenge. The King of Camberwell coming up good for Dulwich there again. Carew over the top. Here goes Alassani. Too close to Lovelock. Right idea from Carew. Just needed a fraction less pace on that. Alassani's making some clever runs so far. bit between his teeth today. Chambers backpedaling here. Green was off balance. Finds Cargbo, long ball from him. Alassani will tussle with Bray. This doesn't bring it down, Rian Bray. Could have been messy for the defender. Lovelock safely away from the threat of Gavin Tomlin. Eggleton going for the same ball with Bray. Lack of communication. Dulwich, I'd say, on top at the moment. A year ago they were 2-0 down at half-time against Bognor Regis. 3-1 down at half-time the year before that. Ricky Hales scoring twice for restart at that date. It was a good record in playoff finals, I was told beforehand. A 3-1 up with 6 minutes to go in 2011 against Leatherhead in the Isthmian South. Only to lose an extra time. Due some good luck in playoff finals. Here goes Clunis. On for Reece Alassani. Goes a little wide with his first touch. Still might be a chance for him, Alassani. It's not in the end, he's crowded out. There was a moment there where he could have centred. Didn't cut back in onto his left. He did go for goal with his left foot earlier and proved he can hit with them on target. Achimpong, flat throw. Tomlin won't get a touch, Sprague does. Away by McLaren. Joseph held off Hales and now trying to get away from Achimpong as well. Advancing down the left-hand side. Good challenge by Hales. And having Achimpong and Hales in the defence today certainly adds a lot of strength and mettle. Saying how good the Dulwich support was, Hendon have brought a lot of fans themselves. Excellent support from both sides. Another long throw coming up, perhaps. Maybe not. Sprague hasn't gone for a long run up. Players breaking away now. Nathaniel George just inside the penalty area, trying to twist and turn. He uses Sprague, low centre. Good ball in as well. Luckily it came through to Tangara. Quick release from him as well, and here goes Nathan Ferguson. Got to drive forward now down that left-hand side. Tingy coming out to him now. Ferguson coming inside onto his right foot. He's gone for goal. Ambitious. And not one he'll want to see again, Nathan Ferguson. Good release by Tangara. That low centre from Sprague caused more problems than it should have done. Luckily the ball deflected through to the goalkeeper, away from Zach Joseph. Have a quick drinks break. It's a warm day at midway point in this first half. I thought the referee had authorised a drinks break, but doesn't seem that's the case. Referee at first didn't seem to want them to have a drink, but I think it's the right thing to do. Chance for Gavin Rosen Junior Caddy. Maybe give some instructions to his players. I think he'll be pretty happy so far. Hendon seen the more animated of the two dugouts. Dulwich marginally on top so far. Dean Skipper's going to have a drink himself, don't blame him. So a very warm day, but we're able to go again now. It's needed. We'll have extra time and penalties today. There will be a winner at some point this afternoon. It'll be North London or South London celebrating. Lovelock restarts. Cargbo determined to meet that. Meet it he does. Bounce for Josh Walker. Green kept that in play. Oh, I thought he'd had. Not quite. Good work right there from Green. Hooked it back, but just out of time. The assistant flags on the far side. Hendon have a pretty good record over Dulwich over the last few years. Two sides in the Isthmian League a long, long time. Hendon 50 years, Dulwich more than 100. Ferguson. That's a great pass. Alassani, his touch like very good as well. Excellent interception by Rian Bray. Alassani goes in between him and Tingy. Received the ball well. One more stride and he was away from Bray. That would have been danger for Hendon. Second Dulwich corner of the afternoon. Again, Alassani and Tomlin go to mark the goalkeeper. Delivered by Ashley Carew. It's Green who gets up, helps it on and nodded away. Move still alive. Back with Carew. Towards the far post. Too much on it. See what he was trying to do. Trying to bend that inside the far post. Gets it wrong, Ashley Carew. First ball in from the corner was good. Green headed it on. It was well defended by a Hendon head in there. Certainly goal bound from Nathan Green. Green's had a very good season, considering he missed a sizable chunk of it. He scored 7 times, as many as Nathan Ferguson in midfield has achieved. Only Carew, Alassani and Clunis have scored more than them this season. Pushing the back by McLaren, Dulwich free kick. Cargbo gets on with the game quickly. Carew in a pocket of space. Alassani. Carew, Green, it's a lovely flick. Alassani continues to make strides down the left. Tingy wins the ball off him this time. Not a good clearance. Spins kindly for Alassani. Dulwich still in a very good position here. Little flick from Reece Alassani to Green. Being forced to use Carew. Alassani. Clunis. Will it sit up for the shot? On for Alassani. Gets in the shot on his weaker left foot. And that one comfortably blocked for the corner. Dulwich are on top at the moment. Can they make this bit of pressure tell in the form of a goal? Green's going to take this one. Short corner coming up, that usually means. Carew. Ask a lot of Nathan Green. Green wasn't ready for it, it seemed. Goal kick's given. The short corner doesn't work there for Dulwich. Green had to make up a lot of ground there. He is quick, but Carew played it maybe a little earlier than Green was expecting. Hale's actually going for the same ball. Sprague. Oh, that's a poor touch, and Tomlin's in. Looks like Alassani in the middle for him. It's a tame cross from Gavin Tomlin. Needed more pace to find Alassani at the far post. Long by Lovelock. Hales gets up well again. Alassani misjudges the bounce against Tingy. Ferguson tussling with Walker. It's Hendon's Walker who comes out on top. And it's through to Tangara. Hasn't seen much of the ball so far, Amadou Tangara. Tomlin looking to bring this one down. Little shove in the back on McLaren. Gone with the game quickly. Nathaniel George trying to get him behind. And Achimpong almost stumbled. Nathaniel George does control. It's 2 for company now. Clunis wants to put a tackle in here. Tibbard to hold on to the ball, in by Eggleton. Chambers and Hales going for the same ball. Drops for Nico Muir. Been fairly quiet so far by his standards. Back in by Eggleton. Green let it go. Tangara bundled over by Joseph. He's done well under pressure there, Amadou Tangara. He has impressed since coming in. Kept 4 clean sheets in 9 previous games before today. The save he made against Leiston on Thursday night in the first half was sensational. If it was seen in a Premier League game, you'd be talking about it for a long time. Sprague. Achimpong to chase this down. He's got 2 green shirts for company. Luckily the ball wins the race to the touchline. Achimpong looking for an option now. Down the line it goes. Tomlin will try and help it on. It's beyond him. Ferguson getting involved as well. Hendon's throw. Lee to take. Good long throw from Lee from a standing start. Achimpong heads inside and picks out Carew, pokes it away from Eggleton. Alassani got a little flick on that. Ferguson, Tomlin will give chase, not the quickest of Dulwich's front players. Sprague though has to resort to first time clearance. Cargbo, calm play as usual from Cargbo, goes down. Was he caught? No. Lost his balance. 33 minutes gone. Been a very good game so far. Not been a game full of nerves. Dulwich have played much better than they did in the first half against Leiston. 2 sides looking to play football. Helped on by Muir. Achimpong controlled. Trod on the ball though. Here's Nathaniel George. Joseph trying to receive the return pass. Achimpong again, he's had a good start to the game, Anthony Achimpong. Always brings a lot of calmness to the defence when he plays. Ashley Nathaniel George. We've got 1 in the middle at the moment to aim at. Joseph. Hendon enjoying a good spell of possession here. Eggleton. Touched by Hales. Goodness, can't volley it clear. Ball came down. Not sure the way, but couldn't make contact on his clearance. Sprague. I'm sure we'll have people peel off. Clunis has got to watch the run of Joseph here. Clunis wins it off him. Crew was shoved in the back as well. Dulwich have a free kick. It's brilliant to see so many people attend this game today. It's the 3rd tier of non-league football. It almost feels like a Football League crowd today. There's that many people here, it could be a League 2 crowd. I was very lucky to have this fan base up in the air by Tingy. Green will tussle with Walker. Green got a little flick on that. Might find Alassani as a result. Lost where the ball was though, Reece Alassani. Muir being harassed by Cargbo, as Cargbo likes to do. That's a good pass. And this is where they're dangerous breaking forwards. Walker to Nathaniel George. Don't let him onside onto his right foot because he is good. And it slipped through Tangara, and Hendon score. Mistake by Amadou Tangara. Slipped under his grasp, and Ashley Nathaniel George has another goal this season. Takes him to 17, and Hendon, who have probably been second best so far, find themselves ahead. Muir slipped it on to Josh Walker, onto Nathaniel George to his left, and he came inside, and he has got a good right foot. That one should have been saved by Tangara. It's another mistake in a playoff final from a Dulwich player. First goal could be crucial today, we shall see.
Hi, where are you? Where are you? Huh? Behind the goal.
Dulwich trail them.
I can't see you.
Chambers, Dulwich need to regroup quickly. There's a lot of time in this game. They've got a lot of steel about this team. Hendon are a very good footballing side, don't get me wrong, but Dulwich have more than enough in their locker, in their squad, to pull this back.
Yeah.
And they trail again in a playoff final.
Wave your hand in the air. Okay, I'll see you at half time.
Cargbo was caught by an arm by McLaren. The referee's not spotted it. Ferguson, Dulwich ball, I think. Cargbo and McLaren squaring up now. And Ferguson also getting involved needlessly. Dulwich rattled, so they need to calm themselves down. It's a warm day. McLaren did put an arm across the face of Cargbo. This referee didn't spot. Cargbo and then Ferguson needlessly going back to McLaren, let it go, move on. Dulwich need a deep breath, control their emotions. You can see Tangara, he looks absolutely devastated at the moment. He needs to pick himself up as well. Dulwich boys got each other's backs, that's for sure, but no need for it. Hendon will fancy seeing that as well. I won't mind seeing Dulwich rattled. Telling off for the players involved. Tomlin, or controlled. Action plan blocked by Sprague. Hales needs to help out here. Sends it forward, up towards Alassani. Away. Tomlin can't get the touch he needed there. It's come for Nathaniel George, the goal scorer. Long. Joseph. Cargbo nicks the ball off Muir. Hales had called, I thought, when Cargbo took it off his feet. Panic has set in amongst the ranks. If you're a Hendon player, this is the perfect time to double your lead. Corner's going to go short from Joseph. To him by Nathaniel George. This is right foot again. It's a bit of confusion in there. Dulwich do get it away from harm. Eggleton. Wide for Casey McLaren. This time a year ago he was scoring a goal to keep Hendon in the division. He might captain his side to a playoff final win today. He's won another corner. Hendon fans giving Tangara grief. Sprague towards the near post. Well claimed, Tangara. That'll bring back some confidence. That's an important grab for the goalkeeper. He needed that one. Claims it well.
Goal.
Wasteful with his distribution though. Ricky House telling him to calm down. Lovelock back towards Tangara. Penalty area it comes. Achimpong heads away. It's not going right for Dulwich. The last 5 minutes hasn't been good stuff, and then they were on top before the goal. Hendon growing in confidence. Dulwich shrinking away from this first half at the moment. They need a big rally if this hasn't been rectified by the break. Here's Muir. Sprague. Achimpong going in with Joseph. And Achimpong and Hales between them. Have it back for Dulwich. Ball looking for Tomlin. Away from harm. Cargbo sends it back forwards. Bray. Ferguson. Now this side keep hold of the ball for now. Alassani can't bring it down. Alassani not tall enough there. Sprague. Back towards the penalty area it comes. Down for Cargbo by Hales. Muir's won it off him. Not for long. Cargbo with a good challenge, but then gives it away straight to Eggleton. Here's Muir. Flicked up in the air. Walker will try and bring it down. Tussle with Cargbo and Carew. Dulwich number 8 got a touch. Come for Hendon's 8 McLaren. Now with Muir. Tackled by Chambers. Ashley Nathaniel George just inside the Dulwich area. Green going with him. Finds Walker. There's a return pass to Nathaniel George. Gets in the shot. That's a good save by Tangara. Important save for the goalkeeper. Trying to find the bottom corner again. Palms it behind Tangara. Got down smartly. That's more like it from the Dulwich number 1. That goal has swung the momentum in Hendon's favour. Sprague in towards near post. Tangara has parried it. Ferguson flicks away. Needs to get sustained pressure back on the ball. McLaren round the corner. Back with Tangara. Achimpong, Clunis, can he lift the crowd, lift the Dulwich players? Great ball down the line, Tomlin onside. Twisting, trying to find the cross. Here's a corner, Tomlin's won that for his side. Lovelock couldn't prevent it from going behind. Carew comes across to take. Dulwich's 4th corner of this first half. Outlay for so many goals in recent weeks. Floats it in, Lovelock should gather. Palms it away, referee's blown up. Lovelock goes down, holding his head. It was a soft one to be awarded. Behind the scenes, Dulwich will say it's a great success that they've survived through the season, but on the field they want promotion. They've come close the last couple of years. We're going to have 2 minutes additional time. End of this first half.
Officials indicated that you got 2 minutes additional time, and you got 2 minutes additional time.
Lovelock's put that straight out for a throw-in. Didn't get clean connection on that. Hendon's shot stopper. Clunas with a quick throw. Will it find Tomlin? Don't think it will. Hammered away by Arthur Lee. Another throw. Achimpong. Referee has penalised Tomlin again. Not gone to plan as of yet. Long way to go though. Lovelock's booming clearance. Well controlled as well by Joseph. Get away from Hales it. Managed to cross. It's a good ball in beyond Walker, although he is quick. We'll put Green under pressure here. That was a foul by Nathan Green. It's a silly one to give away. No need for that. With only a few seconds left in this first half. He's put his side under real pressure there, Green. This could be the last chance of the half. Sprague delivers. Tangara's not gathered it cleanly. Gets to the second ball, and there's a half-time whistle, and it's Tangara who's been at the centre of the action for the goal in that first half. It seemed a fairly comfortable routine save from an Ashley Nathaniel George. Shot in the 36th minute from just outside the area, but it crept under his body and nestled in the bottom corner. Up to that point, Dulwich had been on top. Alassani had stung the palms of Tom Lovelock, that had the majority of the ball and seemed more likely to get that first goal until Hendon went ahead. Dulwich looks a bit rattled between the goal and the half-time whistle. They need to regroup and go again. Big 45 minutes coming up for them in their promotion aspirations. Half-time score, Dulwich Hamlet 0, Hendon 1. There's a big second half on our hands here at the K&K. Dulwich trailing through 45 minutes. Ashley Nathaniel George with a shot from just outside the box which squirmed underneath Amadou Tangara. Where we go for part two. How will this unfold? Can Dulwich find their way back into the game? With his side on top before that goal. Last 10 minutes they just lost the head a little bit. That's a good little flick from Ferguson. Crew looking for Alassani early on. Dulwich trying to get at Hendon straight from the whistle. Tomlin hasn't kept it in play. Dulwich has some good options on the bench today, the likes of Demarca, Akinyemi spring to mind in particular. You swap places. If you stand this side, I'll stand this side. That's fine. There's Hales. Crew gets away from Jake Eggleton and looks to release Alassani down the right-hand side. He ran the channels, certainly left-hand side, very well in the first half, and he's won a throw there. Did enough to put Lee under pressure. Anthony Achimpong. So as not to cross. Cargbo will put in penalty area. It's over Tomlin. Shout of handball against Tingy. Chambers hooks it back forward, looking for Carew. Second best in the air against Eggleton. Muir gets away from Cargbo. It was that pocket of space they worked in the first half which led to the goal, but Muir hasn't capitalised this time. It was just when Muir turned in the first half and released Walker, that's where the goal came from for giving a bit of space for the first time all afternoon. Tomlin trying to flick it onto Alassani, who is quick. Won't be that quick though, and put Sprague under enough pressure. Imagine the noise if Dulwich were to find an equaliser. Achimpong. Out for another throw. Helped on by Casey McLaren. Joseph trying to get away from Achimpong. Heavy touch. Easily out for a goal kick. So guys, got to sail out for a throw, just like Lovelock in the first half. As well as he's played for Dulwich for today, he has done excellently. His distribution isn't as good as Preston Edwards or Corey Addyes. Dulwich missed Edwards in that department. McLaren kept the ball in play. Ball inside, only finds Carew though. And Dulwich are on the counter-attack. Tomlin trying to get in behind Sprague. No nonsense approach from Ollie Sprague. Anywhere will do. Achimpong needs help from the throat. Tomlin. Achimpong long. James got to put his head in here, and he does. Tomlin not on the ball for long. It does come for Clunis. Wriggles away from Ollie Sprague. There's a real sprint on here between those two. Sprague runs into his own player, which might help Clunis. Nathaniel George having run into Sprague has won the ball off Nara and Clunis though, and it's away by Lee. Dulwich throws it. No, it's gone the other way. Hale's claiming his side should have had it. Gavin Rose made his 2 changes against Leiston early on in the second half on Thursday. Brought on Ming. Brought on Ming on Ferguson very early on in that game. Weatherstone and Beanie were taken off. Wonder who he'd fancy bringing on today. Achimpong backpedaling, gets his head on that, knocks it down towards Cargbo. Knocked up by Clunis, and that's downfield, up towards Tomlin. Clever play from Gavin Tomlin. Goes over, foul, pushed over by Casey McLaren. Took the free kick and went through the legs of McLaren. Here's Ferguson. To his left is Green. Dulwich need him to be getting forward as much as possible in the second half. Green not able to wriggle free of Walker. Supported though by Chambers. Alassani. Lively first half. What will the second bring for him? Into the area, Alassani took a bobble. It's blocked by McLaren. It's goal-bound shot. Alassani back forwards. Carew, good jump. Not done by Chambers. Oh, not quite linking up with Alassani. Dulwich throw. Hales does enough against Joseph. Another throw. Green out jumped by Walker. Tomlin. Chambers. Won't find Alassani there. Achimpong to Cargbo. Eagleton back away from Dulwich attack. Achimpong done really well again. Alassani. Is he caught in the back then? No. Gone down holding his head. Tangara. Watch it all the way. Good grab. Amadou Tangara. Watch the bounce. Chambers under pressure. It's a Hendon throw. Dulwich can't afford to have mistakes in the second half. Needs to be the perfect half of football from them. Second best side in the league this year. Trailing to the third best side. Hendon, their form of the last few weeks of the season was brilliant. They overhauled Folkestone to finish above them and then beat them in the playoffs. Nathaniel George crosses charge down. Dulwich have a goal kick. Green does well. Tangara goes short to Chambers. Green flicks down the line. Clever flick as well. Gavin Tomlin makes sure he gets hold of it first. Coming inside Tomlin. Reverse pass for Alassani. And is he goal side of Lee? Momentarily he was. As he held back, Tomlin. Still Tomlin! Great save! Oh, it's off the line! Carew thought it scored. It's Green. Dulwich still on the attack. Cargbo. Carew. Good ball in. Oh, Tomlin must score. Does score! Dulwich are level. Gavin Tomlin. Sustained period of pressure, and they equalise. It's the man who's only got one goal all season who has done it. Huge moment for Dulwich Hamlet, where Hendon thought the attack had died down. They'd prevented their first two chances. Carew must have thought he'd scored the second one in particular, but then he put the ball in. Tomlin did all he could to miss the chance, but he pokes it home. One. It only scored once this season in a League Cup game in October. 2 lengthy layoffs with injury, but cometh the hour, cometh the man. We start again. Well, Lovelocker made a great save in there to start with, and then Carew shot superbly blocked to the line. Carew thought he'd scored. Ferguson with the first header there. This game's going to really excite up now. Good play from Green. Alassani won't keep it in play. Well, Tomlin it was who had the first chance in that as well. Good strength from Ferguson. That's gone out of play. Long throw. Finds Muir. Ferguson, was he fouled there? Surely, yes he was. Muir hasn't looked as dangerous so far as the other 3 attacking players. There's a lot of time to change that, of course. Pure joy around the K&K when that went in. Chambers with a diagonal free kick to the far side. Clunis looks to head it on. Doesn't get the first ball, will get the second. Picks out Tomlin. Good little pass down the line that from Nyren Clunis. Held up by Sprague and Nathaniel George. Pokes it inside. Nice touch that. Clunis into the area. Clunis goes for goal! Off the crossbar! A real thunderbolt, and it's hit the woodwork. Dulwich could have turned the game around there. Tangara will let this go for a goal kick. Clunis put everything in that shot, through the kitchen sink at it. And it hit the underside of the crossbar and stayed out. What a last few minutes it's been here. Tangara will search for Green here, up against McLaren. Green helps that on, up in the air by Eggleton. Green again gets that well. Tomlin wasn't aware where Alassani was. Nathaniel George, not a great touch, gives it to Clunis. He can't keep hold of the ball for long. Tomlin over the top, Alassani just lost the flight in the sun, I think. Couldn't see where the ball was. Another stride and he was meeting that. Helped on by McLaren. Green should see this out of play. Walker is quick, not that quick. Chambers will take the throw. It's long from him. Ferguson has headed that back towards his own penalty area. Luckily it's for Achimpong on his weaker foot though, not a great clearance. And McLaren beats Ferguson in the air. Kieran Eggleton going toe to toe there. Away by Ashley Carew, not for long. Sprague. Dulwich have raised their game in the last 10 minutes. Carew's produced a foul there. Nathaniel George it is who was brought down. Short free kick, Eggleton. Dulwich slow to come out to him. He chips into the area. All the way through, goal kick. Tangara happy to let that one go. Almost at the hour mark, Dulwich have responded to going behind. Gavin Tomlin, just his second goal this season. Can't have played too many more than 20 games this year, Tomlin. Maybe not even that many. His experience in this sort of game is what's needed. Sprague has put that for a throw on the halfway line. Dulwich on top again. Need to strike again while the iron's hot. Alassani not on the ball for long there. Not giving up the cause. The challenge. Yeah, by Hales. Done well today, given his injury he picked up on Thursday. Carew second best against McLaren. Back long it comes. Hales again needs to get a toe on it. He does. Flicks it away from Joseph at the expense of a throw-in. Sprague forward to take. Dulwich have done what they haven't been able to do in the last 2 years and come back from going a goal down. There's Nathaniel George. Away from Cargbo. Feints across. Trying to sell Clunis the dummy. Clunis, to his credit, standing up. Pull back. Muir's shot's blocked. Danger not cleared. Great block, Ricky Hales. Walker looking to pull the trigger there. Eggleton. Still Eggleton. Takes a deflection. And Ferguson prevents the corner. Muir, that was a chance for him. He hasn't had many this afternoon. Had an opening there. A real tussle of a game now. Sprague. Eggleton. That with Ollie Sprague. Man on the outside who wants to use him. Cargbo blocks off that intended pass, and Clunis can only put out for a throw in, but could have been worse for Dulwich there. The position that Nathaniel George was in. Clunis is down hurt. Do have Sanchez Ming on the bench if it was a serious one. Who could replace him? First time we've seen Tony Miller called into action today. A couple of players might want to take a bit of fluid on. Nathan Green's doing exactly that. I think Sanchez Ming will come on at some point soon, but he's getting some instructions from Gavin Rose there. Whether that be the change made now, we shall see, but I think Ming will enter the action at some point today. At the moment, DeMarco warming up. Akinyemi's gone out as well for a little jog. Well, I think Clunis might have just turned his ankle perhaps a little bit when swivelling to clear that. I think he'd be okay to carry on, might just need to jog it off. Caddy and Rose deep in conversation in the dugout. Only the management group have sat down today so far. Freddie Hyatt and Gary McCann been patrolling their area. Nathaniel George taking Achimpong with him. Big centre back, not giving him any space. Uses Tingy. He's gone for goal. That's ambitious. That's a long way over from Luke Tingy. Once in a blue moon, he scored from that sort of range. Never looked like troubling the goalkeeper. He's not scored this season. I think that's going out play again. It is. Not for the first time this half. Tingy with the throw on the halfway line. McLaren's just peeled away from Ferguson. Looked like he might control with his arm. Ferguson didn't put his foot through that one, maybe he should have done. Hendon have advanced a long way down the touchline. Ferguson knows he should have just put his foot through that and hope for the best. Not being on his weaker foot. Try and get rid. Short throw. Green read it well. Tomlin. Eggleton nicked it off him. That was an important challenge because if Tomlin had got there first, he could have released Clunis to his right. Achimpong's been beaten. Ricky Hells wasn't. It's come for Walker. Deflected kindly to him. Eggleton. Wide with Sprague. Wasteful pass. I think Achimpong will have the better of Walker. He does. Tangara again to the left hand side, I think. Or might again go out play. Green does well to keep it in this time. Alassani. Ferguson. Greens continues to motor forward. He's not going to reach that though. Ferguson will get another go. Tomlin. Cargbo. Was it wide? Clunis. Has he got it away from Sprague? A little chip ball forward has nodded away. Clunis has it back. Great work rate, Nyron Clunis. Winning the ball off Muir. Crowd enjoyed that one.
1-1.
Carew now. Does he fancy a go for goal? Yes, he does. Easy for Lovelock though. Trying to bend into the far corner as he did against Leyson on Thursday. This time though, it's easy for the goalkeeper. Watched it all the way. Good release from him. Nathaniel George has the pace. Pong just takes it off him. Now taking candy from a baby, that was for Achimpong. An easy one for him. Tomlin can't control there. 3/4 of the way through this game. Still no indication he will be making their way to the National League South. Asani trying to wriggle free, couldn't manage it. There's still no signs of change in either dugout. Chambers, a big header there, finds Carew. Holding off Eggleton, coming inside of him as well. Alasani dropping deep to receive here. And gets away from Tingy. Got Clunis to his right. Tomlin. Clunis on the overlap. Getting each other's way almost there. Still Tomlin. Now Clunis. Move might break down here. Yeah, Lee gets the put in. Ferguson keeps it alive though. Tomlin. Drop of the shoulder trying to come inside. It just seemed to die down as soon as those two got each other's way. Tangara being asked to come here. Deals with that very nicely. Off the knee of Ashley Carew. Wilson with a false touch. Green. Sets up for the throw. Told to relax by his teammates, so that's exactly what he does. Chambers deflects for Alasani, sorry. And he gets away from Brave momentarily. Poked away Clunis, will he settle for the throw? Yes, he will. Throw towards Tomlin here. Lee just stretches. And Lovelock claims. A little downfield. Chambers stronger than Josh Walker there. Remember, this game has had drama in injury time in each of the league games this season between the sides. Hendon won it in the 93rd minute, Champion Hill. Dulwich took a point in the 95th minute when they met at Silver Jubilee Park, and there's another drinks break. We had one in the first half. It is a scorching hot day, it's been said. A few red faces at work tomorrow, I think, amongst the fans in the ground today. Bit of sunburn going around, I'm sure. Chance for the management, both sides again, to give some instructions. Both been at their clubs for a long time. Both done more than 500 games for these teams. Gary McCann actually was once upon a time a Dulwich goalkeeper in the 90s. Very good friends with Gavin Rose. I watched one of Dulwich's games at Leatherhead recently. Hendon's black cab driver, manager. Had the pleasure of managing Corey Adai earlier in the season as well. Adai had a loan spell with Hendon in January before moving back to the Isthmian League to join the Hamlet. One impression he made during his time here at the K&K. Green gets up well. Can't prevent the throw though. Here comes Lee. Sprague. Floating it long, asking Joseph to try and bring it down. It's Hales who nods it away from him, and Achimpong further away from harm. Back four by McLaren. Chambers this time puts his foot through it. Tomlin. Alassani's got the pace, does he, to get him behind? Not quite. Important touch by Lee there. Excellent work from Arthur Lee. Tingy. Touch by Chambers. Prevents a throw. Adjusts his body well. Helped on by Ferguson. Drops to Jake Eggleton though. Back forward, that's going to just roll away, dribble away for a goal kick. .17 minutes to go, plus injury time. Dulwich 1, Hendon 1. Tangara's going to get another go at this. McLaren has got a cut to the side of his face, I think. Is it? Yeah, he has. Just under his eye. He's going to have to be patched up. With afters, the Hendon bench speaking to some members of the crowd there. Gary McCann reacted to a comment. Tomlin, that's poked wide. Clunis. Alassani. Taking Lee with him. What can you do here, Reece Alassani? Goes down, wins a free kick. Exactly what Dulwich would have wanted in that situation. Clever play. Real opportunity here for Dulwich. McLaren wants to rejoin the action to help his side defend this free kick. Hendon down to 10 men at the moment. Alassani, Ferguson, Chambers, Hales, Tomlin, Achimpong, Green, all in that penalty area. They've packed it, Dulwich. McLaren does rejoin. Is this their moment? They seize control of this game. Floated in by Carew. Achimpong gets up! Tipped over. Don't think he hit it properly, if I'm honest, Anthony Achimpong. Nodded it into the ground. Needs to be tipped over by Lovelock. Half a chance though for a man who's got a couple of goals in April. Scored the only goals in wins against Leatherhead and Kingstonian. There's a real threat from set pieces. Carew to swing this in, having taken the free kick a moment ago. It's not a great ball in. Not a great clearance either, it's Clunis. Carew gets a second go. Doesn't need to. Clunis, he does go for goal. That was certainly travelling. Ferguson. Carew again, goes down, Mules nicks it off in, the counter-attack is on and Dulwich needs to get men back. Nathaniel George. Here's Eggleton. Great work. Excellent defensive work from Achimpong. Gavin Rose. You can see there he was nervous. Had his head in his hands. Ashley Carew. Lucky there. Looked like danger. Eggleton struggling. to go again. Tingey to take the throw. It's long into the penalty area, away by Cargbo, and Green volleys clear on his weaker foot. Tomlin off the chest and now trying to release Clunis. And he will get the ball ahead of Lee and Sprague. Alassani up with him. Clunis coming inside. Alassani couldn't receive the ball there. Not the pass that he needed. Lovelock getting on with the game quickly. Chambers will let this go. Lovelock told to settle by his manager. Both goalkeepers have been told that today. Still no action from the bench on this warm May day, May Bank Holiday Monday. Good header by Eggleton, not so good work by Walker. Chambers marshalled him well. Ferguson's got space on the inside, he wants to use him, he's going to use Tomlin from the throw instead. Flicks it away from Tingey as he pulled back, and asking the question. Hale's got a half a touch. Actually, Pong's going to need to help him out there. He's down for Chambers. And Dulwich deal with that very well. Eggleton, Casey McLaren, who's had to change his shirt. Long by Tingey. Good little flick. Here's Muir. Cargbo goes with him. Hendon just growing again. Wide by Eggleton. Nathaniel George. Been lively today. Clunis has won that off him nicely there though. Wastes a bit of possession and Hendon back on the attack straight away. Great challenge by Achimpong. Put his all into that one. Clunis. Alassani. Trying to turn inside. He was caught. Free kick given to Dulwich. Nathaniel George is stricken just inside the Dulwich penalty area. Felt the full force of that Achimpong challenge. Might need a bit of physio work. Yeah, indeed we will. Akinyemi looks like he's being called in. Beanie. Is he being readied as well? I think Ming certainly is. Akinyemi will be joining us soon. It's going to be all 3 in 1 by Gavin Rose. Or does he hold one back in case it goes to extra time? Beanie's been told to warm up, not being ready to be brought on, but Ming and Akinyemi will come on any moment now. Long delay whilst Nathaniel George can receive some treatment. And if maybe has to carry on, he's sitting up now at least. And he's back on his feet slowly. Sanchez Ming has missed the penalty in a playoff final before for Dulwich Hamlet during his first spell with the club. Down at Bognor Regis in 2012. Rabble, excellent noise again from them today. Chambers making a late run towards the penalty area. Crew going to hang this long. It's a good area. Achimpong may bring this down, heads it on. Misdirects it though. Dulwich needs to get men back now. Hendon in no rush to send men forward.
Carbo, that's good work. Quick throw taken. Joseph. Hales shrugs him off the ball. Shot from McLaren, just wide. What a save that is by Amadou Tangara, I think. Corner's given, he must have got a touch. Not full stretch, the goalkeeper diverts it away for the corner. Struck so sweetly by the Hendon captain. It's getting nervy now. Another change will be coming up shortly. You're going to see Sam Murphy come into the game for Hendon. I think Clunis is going to be the man come off for Ming. Hendon corner though. Led once in this game. Deep one in towards Lee, round the back. Off balance, and it's just bounced off him for a goal kick. Here come the two Hamlet changes and the one Hendon one. All these players have been part of playoff final heartache. Clunis, the player's player, manager's player, supporters player of the year, can do no more this season for the Hamlet. Struggling a little bit with a knock he picked up earlier in the half. What a season he's had, Narin Clunis. However this turns out, been the season of seasons for him. And Gavin Tomlin will also come off. Tomlin's goal, so crucial in bringing Dulwich back into this game. Akinyemi will partner Alassani up top. And the change for Hendon sees Zach Joseph come off. Murphy, as I say, an integral part of the side which lost the final in 2015. Scored his only goal of the season in the recent win against Leatherhead. So there's no more that Tomlin and Clunis can do today for Dulwich. Tangara looking for Cargbo here, he helps it on, but wasn't the best clearance again by Amadou Tangara. Distribution's been inconsistent today. Eggleston wide, that's a great block by Ming. Alassani will give chase, more in hope than anything. Really have expected him to get hold of that. Lovelock downfield, Chambers gets his head on that. Tingy will go in towards the penalty area looking for Muir. Helps it on. Chambers though looks to volley clear. Not the best of clearances from him. Nathaniel George will let it go for a throw in. Into the last 5 minutes. Still locked at 1-1. Now's the time to be a hero. Walker trying to wriggle free of Sanchez Ming's attentions. So good give and go. Walker's into the area, pulls it back. Muir's there, not a great touch. Eggleton, that's blocked by Carew. McLaren, great opening for Hendon there. Chambers hasn't prevented the corner. He also had a quiet game, but he's had a couple of pullbacks to him. Dulwich block well again. Hendon fans believe. Sprague could go short here, he does. That was picked up Sam Murphy. He's defended by Ferguson for another corner. This time it goes into the penalty area. Away though by Carew. Didn't fancy using his left foot, and that's sensible. We'll have a chance for a long tingy throw though, Hendon. Not sending too many men forward for it. Dulwich have numbers back, hopefully to defend this. Tingy flat throw. Bad touch by Walker. What's Tangara's distribution going to be like this time? Again, I think he's undercooked it. Eggleton heads that forward. Action Pong though will clear. Akinyemi's first involvement. Doesn't hold on to the ball particularly well. Ferguson does well there up against McLaren. Cargbo's touch. Action Pong away. Bray with a header there. Carew trying to roll it wide out to Ming. Sprague's touch. Dulwich throw. Ming, can he turn Nathaniel George here? Goes down, Dulwich have a free kick. Clever play from Ming. Felt the contact, goes down. Again, Dulwich can send men forward. Tick into the final minute of the 90. Dulwich don't want to overcommit men though, of course, and be caught on the counter-attack. Hendon have pretty much every man back, barring Walker. Watch the run of Ricky Hales there, just hiding behind Green and Achimpong. He's your man. Scored against Hendon already this season. Carew needs a good delivery to find him, of course. If we're looking for grappling. Carew floats in. Lovelock's come, gets an important touch on that, gets it away from harm for the time being. Ferguson retrieves the loose ball. Floats in, that's going in! Sails over the crossbar. I thought for a moment it was finding the top corner from Nathan Ferguson. Lovelock was backpedaling. 4 minutes we will have. Lovelock out towards the far side. Achimpong away. Be cruel for either side to concede now. Pump long. Well watched by Tangara. It bounced there. That could have been a real bad moment for him. Long ball downfield from the goalkeeper. Akinyemi can't win his aerial battle with Lee. Nathaniel George knocked out by his captain McLaren. His Carew nicks it off of here. Not quite. McLaren just about holding on. Cargbo's had an immaculate game today. Ferguson mistimes his jump. Murphy putting Cargbo under pressure. And Walker's nicks it off him. Here goes Murphy. Fancied the shot. Blocked by Chambers. Need a better ball, Nathan Green. Shouts of handball. Not going to happen. Eggleton's not used the ball well for his side. Seems to have got more nervous as the afternoon's gone on. Both sides played with such confidence earlier. That's a staggering number of people here at the K&K. 3,321 people have packed in to see a good afternoon of football so far. Well, it's a good job this game wasn't at Champion Hill in that regards, because they wouldn't have got that many people in. Murphy, good looking ball. Achimpong does well with the first bounce, not the second one. Here goes Nathaniel George. He's been penalised for a push. Hearts in the mouth moment there for everyone concerned with Dulwich. Referee giving them a free kick in the end. And 2.5 minutes so far. A timely goal for Dulwich Hamlet now. Tangara, Akinyemi, first header goes straight up in the air. Green trying to bring it down, adjusts his body well. Chambers, long from him. Akinyemi brings it down, good first touch. Forced a little wide, supported by Green though here. He's got the ball in the box, he does. It's a good looking ball back Green as well. He's on the ball again. So another cross. Even to win a corner at this stage would be good. Ferguson. Alassani, Chambers, corner ball. Michael Chambers wins the corner. Thought it might have gone out actually, but the assistant gives Dulwich the corner kick. I've said it a couple of times this afternoon, there's been injury time goals in both league games between the sides this season. About 20 seconds to play. Is this the moment of destiny? Carew. Achimpong knocks it down. Will it come to Hamlet man? No, Muir gets his foot through that. Cargo's got to watch the bounce here. And that's the full-time whistle, and it will be at least extra time to decide the winners of this Isthmian League playoff final. Dulwich were a goal down at the break. Gavin Tomlin, though, in the 54th minute. Bringing down and finishing off an Ashley Carew cross after he and Carew have both been denied. Nyron Clunas has hit the woodwork since then. The Hendon goal came in the first half. Ashley Nathaniel George with the long range shot which squirmed through Tangara. Dulwich knocking on the door at the end there. Couldn't find a winner, and it'll take extra time to and maybe penalties to determine the winner of this year's Isthmian Premier Division playoff final. Dulwich won, Hendon won through 90 minutes. Hendon are going to make their second change as we begin extra time. Daniel Uchechi, who scored in the win on the last day of the season, which moved them above Folkestone. Only league goal he scored during the campaign. Nigerian is replacing Josh Walker. How can Uchechi dictate the game? He might play a little bit deeper than Walker was playing. We shall see. Extra time begins and 15 minutes either way. And then a dreaded penalty shootout if we get that far. Achimpong second best against Nathaniel George. Just looked like he was at the end of the normal time. Here's Uchechi, just come on. Dummies away from Ferguson. Nathaniel George. McLaren wide. And then beginning well at the start of this extra time period. Nathaniel George goes over. Cargbo just says thank you very much. That's a goal kick. Nathaniel George has taken another whack against, I think, the hoardings, the railings. Back on his feet. Two changes each now then. Ming and Dakinyemi join the game with Sam Murphy just 6 minutes or so before the end. Green helps that one on. Akiniemi will give chase away by Rian Bray. Uchechi around the corner. Hendon have begun well in this extra time period. Murphy, Muir blocked off by Chambers, away by Hales. McLaren, the industrious McLaren to the second ball. Chambers, we'll see it's that play. Muir's given up. Goes to penalties. Hendon got a good record recently. They won the Middlesex County Cup, beat Staines in the final in April. It's a 0-0 draw. They won 5-4 on penalties. Dulwich lost their most recent penalty shootout against Met Police in the League Cup. Akiniemi's been penalised. Could come down to concentration levels on a hot day. Levels can drop. How will these players fare in the heat during extra time? Lovelock. It's a drill pass. Ming has to be careful against Nathaniel George. Good work, Sanchez Ming. That is yet to settle into extra time. Last time they're involved in a game of extra time, I think, was the London Senior Cup semi-final last year. They lost to Cray Valley Paper Mills. Ferguson, good flick down the line. Akiniemi can stretch his legs. Coming inside of Lee and back on the outside as well. Ball in is held by Lovelock. First real thing he's done since coming on, Akiniemi. Hales calls it. Hales gets it downfield. Alessandri should have come to the ball though, really. Let it bounce. Ming, Akiniemi will give chase. He's quick. Well, he'll do very well to keep that in play. Moving like a steam train there, but even he couldn't keep it in. Ferguson. Sprague. Hales does really well. Good power in that header. Back to Tangara, using all of his experience. The man who helped beat Dulwich in a playoff final 2 years ago. With his goals for East Thurrock in that 3-1 win. And Rookery Hill. It's wasteful by Chambers. So Dulwich haven't begun this extra time period particularly well. Green, good aerial battle. Away though by Tingy. Chimpong back towards the Pendon. Half it comes. And then gets a toe on that. Nathan Ferguson. That's a lovely pass. Here's Ming inside. Just stumbled. Keeps hold of it, Sanchez Ming. I think he used his hand in there as well. In the end, just couldn't regain his balance. That's a big chance for Dulwich. Ming had a pocket of space. Cargbo blocked off Nathaniel George. Another good bit of work from Cargbo. Carew now. There goes Green. Dulwich raise their levels again. And they did to equalise in this game. Alassani, drop the shoulder, slips it through. Here goes Akiniemi. Just held up. Can he pull it back? It's not gone out for a corner or a goal kick. Murphy's deflected that off Chambers. 6 minutes gone, extra time. Chambers puts his foot through that. Another throw will come Hendon's way. I'm sure I can't be the only one who's nervous at the moment in the K&K. Sure there's a few more in this 3,000 plus crowd. Playoffs are horrible. I think most football fans will tell you that. Murphy can't control. It's away by Cargba up towards Akinyemi. First time ball looking for Alassani as he might escape the two centre backs, not quite. Sprague can't prevent the ball from going for a throw. Alassani has had a really good game today. May well have scored in the first half. He really has worked hard. Really on the pace. Ming with a short throw to Ferguson. Back to Ming, can he cross? He can. All the way it sails to Nathan Green. Cross deflects, hits the post! It's come from Ming, gets it wrong! Huge chance for Dulwich. Green, I'm sure he wasn't going for goal there, deflected against the outside of the post though. Could Ming have taken a touch? Only 2 goals this season, Sanchez Ming. And he couldn't put that one home. Dulwich's first opportunity of extra time. Hales with the first header. Ferguson with the second, out to Green. He came so close to scoring there. Murphy, I think, has nicked it off him here. He has. Green can't keep with him. Achimpong got a touch in there. Achimpong's going to be needed again. Hales, though, helps him out. Those two have worked well in tandem today. Sprague allowed to come forward. He's got away from Ferguson. He didn't really put a challenge in. Muir. Touch let him down. And he's bundled over Ming in the end. Not been his day so far. Tangara going to pump this long. Academy will chase. Didn't put Lee under enough pressure with the initial first touch. Not a great clearance from him. Academy inside the area, handball. And the assistant flag straight away there. Must have had a good view of it. Frustrating again for Dulwich. It's extra time period whizzing by, almost had 10 minutes of it already. Lovelock's put that straight out for a throw. Him and Tangara have both been a bit iffy with their distribution at times today. Dulwich fans enjoying themselves, making all the noise in the K&K here. Achimpong looking for an option here from the throat. Akinyemi is his intended target. He's brushed off Sprague. 2 former Billericay players. Or 1 on loan from Billericay, I should say. Ming will take this throw. Achimpong can't return the ball, but it's put out for another throw. Nathaniel George's touch was heavy. Achimpong. Akinyemi flicks it on. Quick thinking, Cargwow's touch. And then looks to play it out to Green. It's a good ball that by Cargwow, perfectly weighted. Green can cross, it's a deep one. Lovelock's got to watch it. He's collided with the post. Thought he might have got a touch on that. It's out for a goal kick though. Lovelock could have had a nasty injury there. Hit the post with some force. The post, the woodwork's in a lot of actions today. Not just the goalkeeper hitting it, Dulwich have struck it twice. Junior caddy raising the crowd, raising the players. A home playoff final for him and Gavin Rose. They haven't experienced that before in their 9 years here. Two players missed it there for Dulwich. Chambers almost did as well, keeps it away from Murphy. Crew loses out to Uchechi. Crew's been a bit anonymous in extra time so far. Uchechi's ball's wasteful. Muir can't give chase. Chambers with a quick throw. Green doesn't touch the ball. Uchechi now. Green going toe to toe with the Nigerian. Green's lost the boot. And Uchechi's won a free kick. Hendon physio prowling again. Chance for Hendon to send men forward. Chips the edge of the area. Little flick around the corner by Lee. Doesn't come off. Akinyemi will try and back into his man, and this is where he's good. Akinyemi driving on. Look at that strength against Sprague. Good touch, Ollie Sprague. Important touch. Akinyemi was looking to dart his way down the right-hand side. Stuck out a leg and blocked his progress. And we'll take this down the line. It goes to Akinyemi. Can't hold on to the ball for long though. Charge down though. Dulwich will keep Hendon penned in by their corner flag. Sells out for a Dulwich throw. Change over in possession. About 30 seconds to go, with 15 in this first half of extra time. Alasani, he loses out. Muir, all the pass he needed. Didn't have a look round. Cargbow spreading the play to the far side. Here goes Green. So lively, always Nathan Green. Is there anything left in his locker? In the range of this game, Carew. That's a good pass. Really nice ball, Akinyemi. And not a good ball from him. Well, Dulwich have had the best chance of extra time. A cross from Nathan Green, deflected against the outside the post. And Sanchez Ming couldn't turn home the rebound, put it over the crossbar. 15 minutes left in this one. Still those two goals from Nathaniel George and Tomlin, the two we've had in this game. 1-1 with 15 minutes to play here in extra time. .15 minutes left to play. Is it going to be penalties? Is it going to be a winner in this final few minutes of the Isthmian Premier Division season? A season which started at Champion Hill against Staines for Dulwich
ends at their biggest rival's ground in a playoff final. It's been a dramatic season off the field. On it, they've run Billericay into the final week of the campaign. Are they going to get the fairy tale ending that the world of football is crying out for? It's a cruel game though, as you know. Chambers off balance, can only head away for another throw. Both sides, it's worth noting, still have one more substitute up their sleeves.
Carlsborough's been brilliant.
Tingy.
Muir lost out. Ferguson can't get hold of the loose ball though. Here's McLaren. Had a head injury in the first half, so sporting no number on his shirt, had to change it. Lovely ball wide to Nathaniel George. Uchechi came on at the start of extra time. Hales goes over. Muir can't take the ball around him though. Tangara's going out for another throw. Not the first time that's happened this afternoon. Tingy. Long throw down the line. Chambers heads inside looking for Cargbo. Helps it further away. Over the halfway line it comes. Green, that's a good header. Akinyemi. Ferguson got a toe on that. Murphy, bit of space to work with now. Green's out of position. Cargbo's going to have to come across and try and win the ball off him. He can't do that. Eggleton, McLaren. Murphy wide again for the pass. Inside, Chambers well intervened, sorry. It's a really good bit of work from Michael Chambers. Ferguson, blocked by McLaren. Chambers looking for Green, who helps it on. Beyond Alassane it comes. Akinyemi trying to get involved as well. Brea is who clears. Carew gets up. Rose like a salmon there. Ferguson lofts that forwards. Well held. Not a back pass. It was a clearance by Brea. Majority of the crowd want an indirect free kick, but that was a clearance if anything. Certainly can't call that a pass. Chambers backpedaling again, gets his head on that. Green's been lazy there. Him and Ferguson on the same wavelengths. Cargway misses that header.
Well done.
Good challenge there though, Eggleton. Ming's been caught infield, which allows Sprague some time on the ball. He's got the momentum. Slows up now though. Nathaniel George is on the outside if you want to use him. That's a wasteful pass. Little afters between Ming on Uchechi there. I think Uchechi might have just... Uchechi could have caught Ming there, but Ming didn't need to react. Akinyemi penalised there, blocking off Sprague unfairly. On by Lee. Drops for Carew. Eggleton sneaks it off him though. Not for long. Good challenge, Ashley Carew. Nathaniel George and him going in toe to toe, and Carew determined not to give that ball up. 10 minutes to go. Murphy. Blocked off by Carew. Another throw for Hendon. Muir slips. And Dulwich have a throw of their own now. It's helped on. Made by McLaren. The ball's been over this area of the field for a couple of minutes now. Hales to take this one. Alassani will give chase here. Dulwich have another throw. This is better for them. Advancing a long way down the touchline here. And both sides have that change left. DeMarca, Beanie, Weatherstone for Dulwich. Probably don't see Montel Joseph, the sub-keeper for Hendon, so it's between Corcoran and Diju for them. Sprague prevents the corner, but not the throw. We're going to have a long throw here. Just packing the area, suggests we are. Lovelock's all about coming. Well claimed, Tom Lovelock. Long throw from Akinyemi. Chambers cushions that one down to Cargbo. Pokes it on first time for Nathan Green. Tingy stretching. Comfortably done by him, McLaren. Carew not giving up the loose ball. Long by Casey McLaren. Hales will tussle with Muirs. Hales comes out on top. Green. Akinyemi wants it down the middle. He's going to try and release Alassani down the left channel. Doesn't come off for Nathan Green. Nerves around the ground everywhere now. Lovelock restarts. Green heads inside to Nathan Ferguson. Alassani. Away by McLaren. Chambers puts out into touch. Final change coming up then, it's Michael Corcoran, who's played the majority of the season in the starting 11. Corcoran, the final change made by Gary McCann, so the captain for Hendon can do no more. Casey McLaren. Chambers slipped that. Long throw, the order of the day here. I think for Tingy. Muir trying to peel off Green. Uses his body well here, Nico Muir. Deflects, Tangara calls it, easily collected. Long ball downfield. Lovelock's put himself under pressure there, misjudged the flight of the ball. Dulwich given a throw deep in Hendon territory. The fourth official there was holding on to the ball, and Gavin Rosen Jr. caddy trying to prize it off him. Referee having words with both of them. Dulwich trying to get on with the game as you'd expect. And go again. Storm in a teacup, that. Green needs an option. Alassani provides it. Ignores Nathan Green. Coming inside, Alassani. Is there a chance for him? Still Alassani. Goes down, pushing the back. Free kick just outside the area for Dulwich Hamlet. Alassani did it all himself. Came inside, got away with a couple of challenges. Ashley Crew will have the weight of the world on his shoulders here. Crew, who scored the winner in the semi-final on Thursday, who scored the winner late on in the semi-final at Bognor Regis 2 years ago, who scored 5 free kicks this season. It's almost a hush around the ground now. 2.5 minutes to play in extra time. This has to be perfect from Carew. Referee's ready. Up he steps. Straight at Lovelock. He got it on target, but it wasn't enough to beat Lovelock. First free kick he's had in that sort of range today. I think the majority of the ground thought he was destined to score there. Hendon in no rush to get this forward. Lovelock provides it now. Through to Tangara at the other end. Dulwich back on the ball. It's what they want, what they need. Hendon look happy for penalties, if I'm honest. Over Alassani. Oh, Akinyemi almost snuck in the back there. Carew. Ferguson, poke it wide. He does just that. Nathan Green. They can't have much left in the tank. Good work from Green. Sends it in. Doesn't spin for the corner, but it does spin for a throw in. Gonna be a long one from Hales by the look of it. Green, Chambers and Achimpong all going forwards. Dulwich treating this like a set piece. Achimpong helps it on, or tries to. It's nodded away from him, and Hendon can counter-attack now. Nathaniel George. Good work by Hales. Free kick given. Dulwich won't mind though. How much added time are we going to have? About 30 seconds to go in normal time. Hendon has won a game late against Dulwich this season. It's a long ball forward. Chambers let it go again. Long ball's been poor from Hendon more often than not today, if I'm honest. 1 minute we're going to have, that's all it's going to be.
One last chance for one of these two clubs before the dreaded penalty shootout. Akiniemi helps it on, but only to Corcoran. Tangara will come and claim. Long it goes again from him. Akiniemi will give chase. Sprague heads it clear. Uchechi. Muir's, I think, offside had he gone for that. And that is the full-time whistle, and it will take penalties to determine the winner of this year's Isthmian League Premier Division playoff final. Dulwich were a goal down in the 36th minute. Ashley Nathaniel George with a shot from distance, which worked its way under Tangara to give them the lead. Gavin Tomlin, though, in the 9th minute of the second half, managed to hook home from close range. Clunas has hit the bar for Dulwich. We've also seen Nathan Green hit the outside of the post. But no further goals in this game. We've had our extra time. And it will be spot kicks from 12 yards to determine the winner. A cruel way to determine the game. Full-time score after extra time is Dulwich Hamlet 1, Hendon 1. After everything that these teams have had to put in this season, their fates will be determined in the cruelest of ways. Penalty shootout. And it's Hendon who will look to get the advantage by going first. Sam Murphy, who scored many important penalties when they came so close to promotion in 2015, is going to take the first one. Usually reliable. And Tangara become a hero. Referee's ready. Up steps Murphy. Just about gets it in the corner, but Hendon importantly get that first goal. Murphy confidently done. Tangara was at full stretch, he still couldn't keep it out. First blood goes to the visitors. Ashley Carew. Dulwich scored every penalty they had this season. They scored all 7. He scored all of them. This is bigger than all of them though. And he scores as well, as you'd expect from the talisman. Lovelock went to his right, Carew went to his left, and we're one apiece. Confidently done. Ollie Sprague is coming next. Dulwich fans doing all they can to put him off. Scored 3 times this season. A man who was part of the 2015 side. Long run up. Saved by Tangara! Dulwich with an important save. It wasn't a great penalty by Sprague, and Tangara saves. It's going to be Nathan Green to take Dulwich's second. This to give Dulwich an advantage after 2 spot kicks. We've seen one left back miss. Green is an excellent second after the season. Scores his! Dulwich have the advantage after 2. Thunderbolt from Nathan Green. And Lovelock, like Tangara did for the first one, went the right way, couldn't keep it out. Michael Corcoran, who came on about 5 minutes ago in extra time. Came on with penalties in mind, I'm sure. Needs to score this. He saved again, Tangara! It's the same as Sprague's. Tangara saved his last 2. Huge moment again. Going to be Achimpong to step up for Dulwich. Let's put them 3-2 up. Need this to go in, Dulwich. Not a big run up from the big centre back. He scores though. Calmly done by Anthony Achimpong. What a big penalty. Composure shown by the big man. Nico Muir, 40 goals this season. He scored 11 penalties. Has to score this. He does, that's calmly done. That is really composed by Muir. And all the pressure is now on Dippo Akinyemi's shoulders. Scores this, Dulwich are in the National League South. Lovelock needs to be a hero for Hendon. Akinyemi to seal promotion for Dulwich. Referee's ready, Akinyemi's ready. Dulwich are promoted! Dulwich are in the National League South for the first time in their history! Can you believe it? Akinyemi's the hero! Dulwich are up! It's been an incredible season off the field. The fact they're even around to play this game is huge. Dulwich though have fought to the end. Spare a thought for Hendon. Kokoran and Uchechi. High penalty saved by Tangara. Carew, Green, Achimpong and then Akinyemi have all scored. 4-2 the score on penalties. Dulwich no longer the bridesmaids in a playoff final. They have got promoted. And just look what it means to everyone in the ground. Hendon have had an immense season, but for them they fall at the final hurdle again for the second time in 4 years. They led early on, Ashley Nathaniel George had given them the lead for Gavin Tomlin to equalise, and it went all the way to penalties, and Dulwich have prevailed. They are now a National League South club. They are out of the Isthmian League for the first time in their history, in this their 125th year. They have ended it in the fairy tale manner in which they have deserved.
Listen up! Right, boys, listen, man. Some of you, I know you're since you've 15, like Vino in 16 years. Seriously, boys, effort, man. Seriously, I couldn't be proud of you, man. Yeah. Honestly, seriously, see the way I feel now, right? It's tough like this, man. I've got kids.
Boys, I love you all for your support. Now, half time in the dressing room. From your we could be different. If I didn't have you boys behind me in the gaffer, Julia, everyone behind me. Julia, you know, I love you all.
It's
Gavin Rose, National League South manager. Has that sunk in yet?
Yeah, it has. It has. It's a great feeling. Everyone knows the journey we've been on in the last few seasons. Close misses, nearby misses, in the playoffs is heartbreaking. And you build yourself up. The players build themselves up and go again. And obviously, we come out here today. It was a nerve-wracking game for everyone, and we finally got over the line. So great freedom.
Myron Clunis, 400 games up this season, 100 goals for the club, Players Player of the Year, Managers Player of the Year, Supporters Player of the Year, and now promotion winner. How does that feel? That's that feeling at full time today.
It's a great feeling. It's a long time coming. I've wanted.
You ready for me now? You want me now?
Yeah, nah, not right now, but come on, man. It's still good to Players Player and all that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's a good feeling, man. I've been waiting for this for a couple of seasons now, as you know. It's a lovely feeling to get over the hurdle.
Well, big day at the Dulwich Hamlet Football Club. Very emotional, and at the same time feeling very proud of what we achieved today. It's been a difficult season for the club, and I'm very proud. Yeah.
Bit of an up and down game for you. Obviously, the goal you conceded in the first half, I'm sure you would have been disappointed, but then to come back with those 2 penalty saves, you must be very pleased with that.
Yeah, it wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy. Big game, especially, so you managed to keep the nerves. There's a lot going on. So after that mistake, well, I had to keep my head up. You know, still 45 minutes to go. Went to the dressing room. I had all the dressing room behind me, so it made it easy for me to bounce back from it. Yeah, so bounce back from it. So from 0 to hero.
My face tells it all. What a story, eh? What a story. It's not many players get to experience a promotion in their career. Thankfully, I've had 2, but this is what a feeling. I'm drained. I'm over the moon. What a club. What a bunch of boys. What a management team. What a camera crew. DHF, Jesse. I can't believe it. I'm over the moon.
I was going to say, you didn't even play today, but that's the kind of day it was. It was just such an emotional day, wasn't it, all the way through?
You know what, I've said it from day one, it's about the squad. You know, I've played 50 games this year. My legs are definitely feeling it this year. Yes, I am gutted not to play a part in the final game, for sure, but I can't take it away from anyone. What achievement.
Dippo, you've scored the goal which has sent Dulwich into the National League South for the first time in their history. Has that sunk in yet?
No, it hasn't at all. It's absolutely amazing to come from where I've come from and to be where I've been now, and to be a promotion winner is absolutely amazing. You know, when they said who's taking the pens, I was one of the first people to put my hands up, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking one of these. So when they told me I was 5th and Fergie missed his, I was like, it's going to be down to you. Just had to make sure I'm composed. I knew where I was going from the moment I put my hand up. So it's just, scenes, absolute scenes right now.
Definitely the perfect way to end what's been a bit of a strange season. It's a fairy tale ending that the club probably deserves.
Do you know what? There's so much people to thank. It's just you guys for getting this filming out, the supporters for that. The support it's just been crazy. You know, everything we've gone through, you know, and Gareth's like my brother. You know, the amount of stuff he's gone through as well, it's just what he's got to deal with. Some of the stuff's not football, but we've kept that at the dressing room. Boys haven't really got it, and it's just, yeah, it's just crazy. There's just too many people to thank. Well done, Michael. He's got to touch someone today. Yeah, so it's just, mate, Auntie Pauline, like Mick, Dave. There's just so many people. Like it takes everybody to do this. You know, yeah, everyone's celebrating at the end there. Young Dips has, you know, got the penalty. Amadou's made a few saves after a mistake, which shows big character. It's just relief. It's relief.
We've got a community rallying around the players, rallying around each other. The players putting in performances when they're not even sure if they're going to be paid, but just on blind faith and trust in the club, and then doing that week after week, and then finishing today. Like, you can't write that story. So yeah, it's a great feeling.